Why? Mandatory mask wearing has finally been lifted here in Israel, and that means full glam every day. Anyway, today I'm gonna be reviewing the Maybelline Superstay Activewear foundation. This is not a new launch, but it's a newer version of this foundation, and it has just arrived here in Israel. And if you've been watching my channel for the past few months, then you know that me and the Superstay line are not exactly BFFs. Their products tend to have a very sticky film feel to them, and I hate that. So I hope this foundation will be different, and I will be definitely putting it to the test on this oily ass face of mine. Now, the Maybelline Superstay Activewear claims to give up to 30 hours of foundation wear. Obviously, nobody's gonna be using it for that long. Nobody should be leaving makeup on their face for that long, if you like your skin. But sure, marketing words. It's supposed to be full coverage, light as air feel, transfer resistant, and give a seamless matte finish. I bought this online. I don't know if this is a good match. I hope so. I got in the shade 03 True Ivory. All right, so let's open this up and do a swatch on my hand with the bright red manual cap. Oh, I love the finish. Yeah, I tried to be on the safe side and order something that wouldn't be too dark, because it's harder to fix a foundation that's too dark and then a foundation that is too light, and then you can just like, bronze and contour and add things that will, mask it. All right, I had to take a break because I had forgotten to apply my sunscreen.
How dare you?
So yeah, I had to apply it and wait 15 minutes. By the way, I just have to mention that I went to pee and I washed my hands, obviously, and the foundation resisted quite nicely. It was really transfer proof and like waterproof. All right, so now I'm ready for the foundation. I'm gonna do half of my face with a beauty sponge and the other half with a foundation brush. Now, I'm not gonna prime because I really want to see what this foundation can do. Let's do the beauty sponge side. Now, I have a feeling also that this foundation is the type of foundation that dries super fast, because usually like long wear foundations, they tend to do that. So I'm trying to work as fast as I can here. I think I can make it work. Like, it's not that bad. It did even out the skin tone quite well. Obviously, my melasmas, yeah, they're hard to cover generally. I don't blame the foundation. Although it did say it was full coverage, so let me test the other side, and then I'm gonna come in with a second layer to really see how it's gonna cover. As suspected, it did go in more full coverage with the brush, but the brush finish is not the prettiest. Look, if you like using brushes to apply your foundation, you just have to like tap with your finger after, and that makes the product like sink into the skin. But yeah, which side you like more? The sponge, feels a lot lighter, so I'm gonna go in again with the sponge. And it does feel light as air. Having oily skin is such a tricky spot to be in, because the center of your face is usually the area that you have the most blemishes, like things to cover, but it's also the area that you get the most oily. If you have oily skin, you should try, the least amount of product that you have on your skin, the better, right? So the makeup can last longer. So yeah, it's a shame. Now I'm gonna go in with this foundation under my eye. I'm not gonna wear concealer because I wanna see also how it creases. And what better place to test creasing than the under eye on a 34-year-old. Come on, you can do this. You can cover the melasma. It is very light, but it's like not sinking in to the pores as I would like. Like, take a look at my forehead. I think these lights are too bright for it, but maybe you can see. Around my eyebrows. I'm not sure you can see, but... Oh, fuck. It's removing product. No. Here, I just went again with the beauty blender and... Okay, so this is spread and leave it. Don't touch it again. Okay. Don't like that. Come on, you just destroyed my forehead, and now it's looking cakey. No. Yeah, it's just come on, Superstay. I had high hopes for you. Okay, I'm gonna apply again and let's move on. But yeah, I mean, after two layers, I'm not seeing full coverage. This is not full coverage. Why you disappoint me, Maybelline? Why? Okay, now for the under eye, I'm gonna apply with my fingers because that's always a good idea. Make sure you have, a good application there. Okay, the under eye doesn't look bad. Let's see what time it is. I finished the foundation application at 12:07. I'm obviously gonna do a wear test, so let's see how, the under eyes and everything else is gonna look in 6 hours. Okay, I tried to do 8, maybe 9. Okay, let's do a 9 hours wear test. Because today is my turn to put our son to bed, the bedtime routine with our son. So that means that maybe I'll be free by 7:30, maybe I'll be free by 9. So 9. Okay, maybe you can make it up to me by being really long lasting. I think I'm even gonna work out on this today, because it says like, sweat resistant and water resistant and all of that. I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna go for a run today. Wow, you can really see everything in 4K, huh? even the crooked lashes. Gloss. Without setting, right, because I didn't put any powder, my foundation and concealer under the eyes would be like crazy, creasy. It's very gentle. Can you see? I don't know if you can see. So it's holding on pretty good. The nose, I mean, it's doing all right. I think that's my fault. I think I forgot to put on that spot over there. Shit, look at that. Oh, I can touch my face? It just removed product. Are you kidding me? For a foundation that's supposed to be transfer proof, it's transferring a lot, isn't it? Okay, I am gonna fix that nose. Today I want to use cream blushes and highlighters because I'm not using powders to set this foundation, so I really want to see like how it will look. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my Inglot face blush. This is the shade 96. Like, I don't know, I can't tell if it's removing product or not. I don't think so. Now you see, I'm trying to get into the whole...
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Not talking to you, Siri, sorry.
Okay.
Did I say something that reminded? Hi, Siri. Now you see. So yeah, I'm trying to get more into the... Oh, it's removing product here. Now I'm gonna go in with my highlighter. I'm gonna use the Everglow liquid highlighter from Jade. Still good? Oh, by the way, I forgot to smell the foundation. Yeah, it's very mildly fragrant. Looking patchy here, I need to fix that. I'm not enjoying how my face looks. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzing. Bring some life back to this face. Okay, so technically this area it's being powdered. Yeah. Not reacting the best with the foundation, but it's okay. But yeah, I'm hating that I can't touch my face. Look at that. Oh, like it removes. Like, look at this chin. I hate this. I'm gonna powder. Like, I can't. Like, how can I spend a whole day like this? Don't like it. All right, powdering. Because, yeah, this is driving me crazy. I'm gonna try to be as gentle as possible and use a small amount as well. As someone with oily skin, I just want to find a foundation that will allow me to have a skin-like finish. That I don't need to be applying this shit ton of powder just to look like a normal human being. I was so sure that this could have been it, you know? Okay, it's looking really good powdered. Okay, let me fix this eye because that spot over there is driving me crazy. And just apply a little bit of this dark eyeshadow under my eye, make it look more interesting. I look super like heavy, like I have heavy makeup on. Don't get me wrong, I do, but I don't want it to look like it. Okay, let's loosen up these curls a bit. Ooh, voluminous hair. Contact me, L'Oreal. Okay, lips. Let's finish this so I can come back and show you the wear test. I feel like a soft core from Pat McGrath, yeah. Unfortunately, I had to powder. I didn't want to, but it is what it is. Okay, so I will see you at 9 p.m. Obviously, after 9 hours, it does look cakey AF. Now you can see there's a lot accumulated here on my smile line. This nose looks like crap. So I can say that it is long lasting to some degree. Like if you use a light touch, it's not gonna remove the foundation. But yeah, you can really see how the foundation just comes off when you touch it. Look at the side of the nose. You scratch a little bit and it all comes off. Now let's do an oily forehead test. It's not that bad. I have seen worse, so it's pretty good in terms of oil control. But just for the sake of testing how transfer resistant this really is. Well, this isn't the best shirt color for this test, but as you can see, you do have some transfer on my shoulder. Here I have a paper towel. I'm not gonna rub it in, but let's see if it transfers. All right, that's impressive. On the forehead, it came off a bit more, just a little bit. But look at that center area around my nose and my lips. It looks like crap. And I'm not that oily to be this cakey, you know what I mean? I'm really disappointed with how non-transfer resistant this is. I know that some people prefer using cream contours instead of powders, so I decided to make a second wear test with those products. And also because I didn't really go for a run last night, I was lazy, and since my hair is very oily today, it's the perfect scenario to actually do it. So for the second application, I decided to use concealer as I normally would, and I will be using pressed powders to set my face instead of loose powders because I want to give you the best review that I can, and so I want to try different combinations. I'm still not gonna use a primer or setting spray because again, I want to see what this foundation can do with very minimal help. And I use the same sunscreen and skincare routine as I did yesterday. This time I'm really buffing in. I don't want this staying on top of my huge pores, so I'm really like going in with the brush. This is also going to help with the fact that this foundation is the wrong color for me. It's too light, so by applying a thin layer it's going to look better than yesterday. If you wait for it to set and then you try to buff again with the foundation brush, like most matte foundations, this sets fast and doesn't want to be touched that much after. So yeah, I'm basically removing product and leaving a very thin coverage. Look at the difference. Doing all this buffing just removed most of the foundation. There is not much left, so definitely not full coverage if you want to blend it much, but according to my experience yesterday, this is the best way I can do to make this really be lightweight and not noticeable on my skin. Not covering anything. Even with this little amount of product, you still have the removing problem that if you touch too much, it's just gonna, yeah. Look, at this point, if I'm just touching like this, it's removing everything. Like, what do I have left here after all of this? God, I really don't like this foundation. It's not working for me, and it's supposed to be good for oily skin. What am I missing here? What? I'm gonna apply a third layer. I'm gonna just try to tap, not to remove that much coverage, because I still want to show you how it's gonna look, you know, in 9 hours to the wear test. And this is, it's not gonna work well like this. There's just not gonna be enough foundation on my face for the wear test. Okay, so still a lighter application than yesterday, but more coverage. But you see how it's just sitting on my skin? Let's do the nose. The nose is a problematic area, and cover this forehead again. You see this nose? Again, I understand that a foundation brush is harder to get like that flawless look in comparison to your fingers or a blending, you know, sponge. But with different foundations, the brush can work just fine. So I've used like, I don't know, 5 pumps of this, and yeah, I'm not getting full coverage. Okay, concealer brush. I'm gonna do also some contouring. Okay, brightened I am. Let me cover the melasma. Yeah, the Revolution cream contours are definitely helping make this look better. This cream contour palette is the best thing you can buy for the money. I swear to you, it's look how it looks on the skin. It looks like skin. So far I've been tapping. I want to see how this foundation reacts if I'm, you know, rubbing the brush in. Liquid highlighter from yesterday. It's like everything moves this foundation. You can hear the marks of the brush from the highlighter. So annoying. This is an annoying product. Wow. Ugh, look at that. Just removing product. This foundation is a nightmare. Nightmare! Let's just put on concealer again. I need to blend that better. We're stopping here. But like I said, this time I'm gonna use a pressed powder. This is the Rich and Moist pressed powder from Jade. This is a really good moisturizing powder I usually use for the under eye. It's a little bit darker than my skin because, well, most products here in Israel, they're meant for a darker skin tone. Anyway, pressed powder. No matter what I do with this product, it always looks cakey. And you see the contour area, it's just beautiful. Like the contour of that palette is amazing. They don't have the best concealers, but I can still touch it and move it if I need to, right? It's not gonna be removing product, it's just gonna spread like it should. I'm using the same powder to set the under eye. Now this is not such a mattifying powder, so you can still see, you know, my shine coming through. Okay, the face is done. I forgot blush. Itchy. Did it remove product? No, it stayed. I'm gonna do my eyes and I'll come back. This foundation is a nightmare, okay, to work with. Because look at this. I made a mistake here and I was trying to like clean it up. It removes everything, not just like a little bit, and then you can pat it like, you know, and it looks okay. Everything, look at this. Here, I was brushing out with the spoolie and it just comes off. Like, what is this? Anyway, so yeah, I just finished this makeup. Right now it's 1:51 in the afternoon. So I guess this time I'm not gonna do 9 hours, 8 hours wear test. Like, I don't want to stay all sweaty after running, like until like 10 p.m. or something. Sorry. Whew. Fuck me, I'm out of shape. Give me a second. I just came back from a run. You know, as you can see, really out of breath. I do have some sweat going on here. So, is it sweat resistant? I would say it's looking pretty good in terms of sweat. Like, the sweat is not disturbing the foundation. Like, it's not breaking it down. I think if I would pat this up, you know, and cool off and stop sweating, I think it will be okay. Like, you can go on with your day. Like, it is transferring to the paper towel quite a bit, but the foundation itself doesn't look disturbed. Well, this looks like crap. But I'm not gonna, you know, blame it on the foundation only, because the concealer part of that palette, the cream palette from Makeup Revolution, is not the best. The contour is amazing. And my forehead's quite oily, so, you know. But yeah, the forehead was a good sweat test. Yeah, I would say it passed the test. I think it's pretty good. Still, overall, I mean, look at this nose. It's not that transfer proof. Even when it was fresh, much more now. I think this could have been a really good foundation. So again, I don't know if it's something that I'm doing wrong, if it's my sunscreen, you know, could be. Not that the oiliness is a problem, because clearly this foundation can handle oily skin. Anyway, I would test, like I said, with a different skincare routine and a different sunscreen, and I'll leave a pinned comment under this video, you know, so you can check that out in the coming days. See what's up. Okay, this is just a quick update, okay, because I didn't want to leave a comment. Like, people don't usually, I don't know, read updates in the comments. So I decided to do a third wear test, okay, just for the sake of giving this foundation like a really good chance. And underneath, I have the most gripping skincare product I have, which is the Pyongyang Moisture Ampoule. So that one before, the sunscreen on top, and I think that was a good combo. I think my skin looks okay. I powdered once, because I had to record 2 videos today and I didn't want to look shiny, so I did powder once, but I didn't touch it up throughout the day. And although it still looks like I have a lot of makeup on my face, it doesn't look as cakey and terrible as it did the last 2 times. So I do think it's an improvement. It is not transferring as much. If we do the forehead test, you can see that it is oily, but look, I barely have anything on my finger besides oil. Like, it is removing a little bit. It's still not 100% transfer proof, but again, after 10 hours wearing this, I think that's an improvement. I think this skincare product with the sunscreen is already an improvement than the last time. I am not that unhappy with this foundation as I was before. Like I said, I still don't appreciate that this doesn't look like skin. It looks like I have, like, you know, a lot of makeup on my face. Oh, I forgot to mention, this time I applied it with my finger and I feel like I got more coverage. You know, I didn't use concealer. This is no concealer, just foundation. If I keep trying different skincare, you know, products with different sunscreens and different combinations with the primer, maybe it's gonna look amazing, but maybe you don't want to change your sunscreen, right? Sunscreen is so important in our routines, and if you find one that works for you, you should keep it. So you shouldn't try to change it because of the foundation, you know, just go buy another foundation. I hope these 3 wear tests were useful to you. I hope I have helped to make a purchasing decision regarding this product. I hope you have a lovely day ahead of you, and now you can click on this video over here to watch me review other Maybelline products.
Bye, love you.